Hi everyone, I'm Grahtles, and welcome to a new episode of City Skylines. This is New Brighton, and if you're new to my channel and you don't know what I do Let's Plays, tutorials, tips, tricks on City Skylines, and I occasionally play a couple of other games as well. So, click that like button, subscribe, comment, share. I have about 80% of you that watch my videos that don't subscribe. It's free, so I don't know what you're waiting for. So let's head on down to what we did last time. And the last time we had a fire in this nature reserve park that we built. And it's starting to grow back. It looks pretty good. It's trees are still there, assets are still there. Take a closer look. You can see everything's still there. So yeah, it's fine. Alright, so let's head on over to what I have planned today. So about a week ago, I made a video on district styles, and I needed a little break from the series. I was kind of getting a little blocked up. I didn't know, what direction to go in. But after doing that episode, I decided that maybe I'm going to do a self-sufficient, local and organic, electronic cars, only get to by public transportation space. And this is perfect. I mean, we're separated with the water. I'm not going to do any roads to this. It's going to have roads, of course. And yeah, we're going to keep this separate. They're going to have to get here through train, metro, boat. Maybe we'll do some ferries. Maybe we'll do a ship. Maybe we'll do an airplane. I'm not really sure where I'm headed with it. But I'm just going to kind of lay out the area and get it prepared. And we'll go from there. So the first thing I did was cleared all the trees, cleared the railroad, and kind of terraformed this. Now it's not completely flat, and I'm not leaving it flat. I just wanted to smooth it out quite a bit. It has a little hill, and I do add a few more little hills, and just to keep things more interesting and not so flat, I also section off the areas in a way with railroads, roads, trees. So I'll explain that more when we get to that part. Right now we have to hook up our railroads. So we are going to have a pedestrian railroad as well as cargo. We have to get the goods in and out, and we have to get the people in and out. So in this next part, I'm just running some 4-lane roads for our train stations. The cargo will be on the side with the farming, and the passenger will be on the side by the water. This is kind of central located for the residential sections I'm going to put in, because I'm going to have residential sections on both sides of the farm. So next I just add the train stations and make all the proper connections. Alright, so in this area we're going to have two little towns, one on either side of the farm, and I just start to lay in what will be the commercial avenue in both sides. And yeah, here I just stick in a cathedral. That gets moved. I make a nice little cemetery area over on the other side, and I do section off the oil as well. So here we just add a few trees, quite a lot of trees actually. And I use the trees to kind of section off the areas as far as with the roads go. And I like to put in separate sections so it kind of helps to space out all the areas in a very specific way. This way I can have the residents, the farming, and the oil, and then the little middle section for the trains. And I think I'm going to put a hospital, a fire, and a police in that section as well. Then I have this kind of like lip of a hill, and that's going to separate the farm from this side of this residential area. So here I'm just adding an industrial road to the farming section so they can get to the trains. I didn't have anything there, so I definitely needed to put in the access to the cargo train. So next, as I was looking, I wasn't connected up to the oil area. Now I'm still not too sure if I'm going to connect the oil area to the other oil area on the other side of the water or leave it separate to here. It's something I'm debating, but for now I added in this little underground and it looks silly, so I decided to add some hills like I said before, to this area just so they can drive through this kind of like little hilly mountain kind of thing, and it definitely adds a lot more interest in the area. I did that, I really liked the hill mountain kind of thing, and I thought between the oil section and the residential area in here, this would make a great spot for a cemetery with that cathedral I had put in. And so I decided to put this kind of ridge around this area, and it works. It keeps it nice and separate from the oil, and it just made an interesting space, so I really liked it. So next I just fill in the residential areas with a bunch of trees. It helps to, again, section off the areas and fill it in with just some luscious looking trees. I really liked it, and it helps separate the space. Lastly, we have to district this area. I just bring it all the way across around to the other side, right through the train stations here. And we are going to put on our specialties as well as our district. So this way we don't forget later on when we add the streets, and then we have our population moving in. And yeah, that happens to me quite often. So here I'm just going to go ahead and just clean up just the space right in here. And then I go ahead and add the self-sufficient, local and organic. I put on electric cars, and I also renamed the area. So here's an overview of everything I've done today. We're going to do this in two parts, because the next part we're going to start running our farms, our roads, and zoning. So, but it would have took way too long to do the full episode, so I split it into two. And yeah, I wanted to give you most of the detail too. You lose a little bit of the details when you have a longer episode. So I hope everybody enjoyed it, and if you did, please like, subscribe, comment, and share. Thanks. Bye.